The video for March the 12th, 2017 is entitled "Edward Snowden is a Hero to Me." The movie Snowden is a 2016 American biographical political thriller film directed by Oliver Stone and written by Stone and Kieran Fitzgerald, based on the books The Snowden Files by Luke Harding and Time of the Octopus by Anatoly Kucherena. I watched the movie last night. While I knew some of the things revealed, there were also some surprises. I guess the biggest one was that this genius and patriot was a high school dropout like me. I also did not know about the girlfriend who, after also receiving asylum in Russia, became his wife. What an amazing couple. It's people like him who might be helping change the world by shedding light on the corruption in high places. I have to wonder, though, if God will follow through and support him and other whistleblowers by helping us bring positive change to the planet that has seemed God-forsaken for a very long time. I applaud Oliver Stone for a job well done. Oh, and Julian Assange is also a hero in the game of helping expose truth. As I was reading that again, I was thinking of my friend who has been in the employ of the government up until his retirement in the recent years. And he still believes all this conspiracy stuff is bunk. He believes that the government is an upstanding, reliable source, and that the United States government doesn't do anything wrong. I mean, this is a spiritually a man who claims to be spiritually awakened. And as I'm sitting here talking like this, I wonder how awakened can anybody be who fails to see the absolute corruption in high places of our system, not just in the United States, but around the world. We have been co-opted by charlatans who do not have humanity's best interest at heart, and they never did. They never did. It's all been a scam. It's all been a way of stealing our wealth and using it for their nefarious purposes of undermining everything that's true and decent and honorable in the whole entire world. The earth has become a planet run by demons. And why God ever allowed it in the first place is beyond me. And will there be a correction is the next most important question. But anyway, this movie about Edward Snowden, which was about, I think, right around a little over 2 hours, I was really interested in it. There were high points and low points in the film, points that had my interest more than other points. And by the end of the thing, when I saw that his longtime girlfriend and him finally got married when she went to Russia to join him, it brought tears to my eyes. I mean, I had to wipe away the tears that were flowing because I was happy for this couple who, in the beginning, I mean, she was the one who questioned things. He was totally, in his earlier years, totally aligned with the government until more and more of the things that he was seeing and uncovering, he realized that the government is a corrupt institution because it has been taken over by demonically possessed individuals, if in fact they're not actual demons themselves or an extraterrestrial race of nefarious origins and nefarious purposes. Folks, what does it take for us to wake up? I mean, not only Edward Snowden, but Julian Assange has revealed through the revelations continue to come out. And these are the truth, not what the fake news tells you. fake news is fake news. They're going to lie because they're part of the government, which is, its foundation is built on lies. The whole structure of the world, economic and political, and unfortunately even religious, has been structured on things that simply are not true. And all of us have believed some of the lies over certain periods of our life, and thankfully, many of us are finally starting to get it. The lights are coming on in our brains and in our psyche, in our minds, in our being, and we're becoming aware of the gross hypocrisy of those that have supposedly been our leaders. And we, for much of our lives perhaps, have blindly followed them. But no more. More and more people, despite the fact of the control of the mainstream media, more and more people are waking up. People like David Icke, who, when he started out, would hardly get anybody showing up, now has sold out the largest auditoriums around the world. Why? Because people are finally getting the truth of the lies. And it's the truth of the lies that's going to set us free. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free is an absolute, because you'll never be free as long as you're believing the lies. And when the mainstream media is talking its lies and perhaps with a little bit of truth to make it appear real, but it's always fabricated. The purpose is always control. It's always to keep us, the people, dumbed down so that they, the leaders, can remain in power and in control and can continue to rob us of our birthright and of all of our wealth. And folks, I'm so appreciative that the wake-up call is here and people are getting it. People are starting to come to the realization that the people that are now vilified in the mainstream press and vilified by our government leaders are actually the heroes, like Edward Snowden, like Julian Assange, and many others who have literally risked their lives to expose the truth that we need to know so that we can finally get extricated, get relieved and released from this cabal-driven, demonic, controlled system that has taken everything of value from us. And I'm trusting that yet in my lifetime, we will see some of this returning to us so that we can have the reverse flow of energy, the antihedromia reversed, and it becomes an enantihedromia, reversing, and we can grow and prosper and be rejoined with our higher self, with our spiritual nature, and learn to actually cooperate with each other and to love one another as we were told by all of the great prophets of God through the ages, including Jesus, who said greater things than what he did, you'll also do. Well, we can't do greater things if the foundation is lies. So Edward Snowden, Julian Assange, you are heroes in my book. And I thank you for risking your lives and revealing the truth. And I'm so glad that Edward Snowden finally is with his wife. And I'm so glad that she stood with him through all the trials and tribulations of their life so far. Anyway, thank you for listening, and namaste.